survivalist streamers. Come and take a seat with the combo we ride. Every Tuesday, it's the Blerd Survival Guide.
Look at that.
Good night, Moon.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Speaking of Robin Williams.
Hey, I knew.
Hey, that was nice. That was nice. I appreciated that.
Oh, man. We ready for this?
Season finale.
Oh, my God. We're here. Welcome back to another episode. The last episode of Season 2. The season finale, the 51st episode.
We're in with the OG click in this bit for this
OG.
one.
We threw it back to how we did it in season 1.
Hey, you know, I like a vintage throwback.
Yeah, we might put a vintage 10 over the video.
I think that's fair.
Just because 2 mics, 2 computers, 1 producer. Ryan is being a busy man, making my money, making that cheddar, making that bread.
Proud of you, Ryan. Proud of you, Ryan.
We miss you.
We miss you. We're going to give you this week off, though. You're off of punishment until season 3.
Right. When we come back, louder and prouder than ever.
Nice little tie-in there, sir.
Hey, I think that today's episode is an important one, and I think that it's one of those, I have a feeling it's going to be one of those, like, special ones that we look back on and are like, this is why we do this kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know why.
Hey, multiple reasons why. I know one reason. I mean, we've been celebrating Women's History Month all month. We've had our guests come through. We've had Miriam on camera, and you get to see her pretty face and listen to her voice like we always do every week. And this week, it's, well, one thing you may not have known throughout the month is that it also has been Social Workers Month. And we have one
March is Social Work Month.
Yeah, and we have one social worker in the house. You know him, you see him all the time, you listen to his voice all the time, Mr. Jay Williams, our very own social worker.
Yeah,
and pal and buddy and all the great things.
Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah!
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. So before we get started with our episode, we want to get started and get to know a little bit about our boy Jay. So Jay, what's it like being a social worker? Tell us your social worker origin story. How you got to be where you are today. And
well, man, so being a social worker is something that runs in my family. My mom's a social worker.
Nice.
So that was like kind of, and my grandmother was a foster mom, and my grandparents raised me. So I've had social workers like in my life, throughout my life, and it became my profession after I finished my undergrad at Birmingham Southern, and then I went to the University of Alabama and got my master's in social work. So social workers have been in my life for a really long time. They've been involved in my life sporadically, and, you know, are a part of the big reason why I am where I am today.
Very nice, very nice.
And so I'm a social worker. I do I got my master's in social work. I do macro practice social work, so I do policy and advocacy. I work in the communities, as they say, as opposed to working one-on-one with individuals. A lot of people work
clients and
whatnot.
Yeah,
you know,
I got you.
There's like a lot of different kinds of social work. So that's why I chose the profession in the first place. I was like, I can do a lot of different types of things with this job. And, you know, social workers are a big part of our community and like serve a lot of vital roles that build up the community.
Yeah.
I've
definitely seen a lot of things that you do online, and well, not just online, but like the things that you do in person that we see online that you've done, the products of you and your work. I mean, right now you're dealing with trying to make the homeless not homeless in Alabama anymore.
Yeah, that's a thing that we do.
Factor. Yeah, and I mean that help. You are definitely helping make. You are definitely making the world a better place because.
Well, I try. I don't know if I don't do it alone. That's the thing, you know, about the field of social work is like we have to work with a lot of different types of people, and we get to work with a lot of different types of people. This new gig has been a whole new world of different types of people for me, because I'm working in homelessness and housing, which it mostly is due to the fact that there's like a shortage of affordable homes in the state of Alabama, and so we want to try and fix that and address that. And a lot of the times the reason that we do that, the way we do that, is through, you know, helping people that live on the street and under bridges and everything not do that, and that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But the way I do it is working through the government to try and get them to change policies that hopefully will keep people from even getting on the street in the first place.
And we definitely commend you for that, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome that we get to shed a little light on what's going on in the community, not just with nerdy podcasty stuff that we always do, but hopefully also some of the real world aspects of what's going on. Because I mean, there's always, we talk about escaping into this world of fantasy and comic books and whatnot, but there's also the real world that we do have to go back to every now and then. And I mean, once we shed light on it, you have to see what's going on. And
you know, like comic books really play a lot into comic books and anime play a lot into my philosophy as a social worker. Because you know Naruto is my favorite anime, and like, how does Naruto save the world? You know, like, how does Naruto work? How does he do this? He builds a family. He builds like the relationships with his with like the different nations and with the different like people, and just gathers this group of, I mean, for a lot of them, like the type of people that you wouldn't typically expect to be heroic or like making big moves and everything. Like,
changes the mindset of
a lot of people, and you know, it brings them onto his team basically. Yeah. And that's like my philosophy. A lot of the way that drives a lot and shapes a lot of my philosophy as a social worker. Because like I'll be watching like a Naruto arc, right, and like we chilled out this afternoon, and it was during the Chunin exams in Naruto, like the original Naruto. OG Chunin exams. And I'm like getting hype watching Sasuke and watching Naruto fight the ninja from the village hidden in the sound, which is like Orochimaru's clique. Yeah. And I'm like, this is legit. Like the whole, and like, but like different, like watching them overcome their obstacles. And it was like that iconic episode where Sakura cuts her hair for the first time, right? Like, or she breaks away from, that's like one of her first
big moments.
Super, I'm thinking, what is it? She had like an epiphany, you know. She was just like, I gotta do this in order to achieve the next level, kind of thing. And that it was like, holy crap! Like she getting it, you know.
We in the real story.
Growth. Yeah. Nah, that kind of stuff keeps me moving forward a lot of the time with my own like social work stuff, because I have to deal with a lot of barriers and whatnot, especially given the fact that we live in the South.
Yeah, no, I get that. But like I said, we do appreciate everything that you've done. I mean, not just as a social worker, but as a person. And now that we are here at our season finale, we get to see all the fun things, reminisce on all the other fun things, and we get to get into some of your social work aspect stuff when we talk about our main subject of topic today, the good old family aspect of the social work. We get to talk about the Proud Family,
bro.
Both iterations,
bro.
OG Proud Family and Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Now on Disney Plus. Sponsor us, Disney Plus.
Come on now. Like,
but no, it's I mean, I should both those shows.
They would be so smart to endorse a podcast. I'm just saying, I don't know why they haven't, and I feel like they should, because like, you know, like a registered Disney podcast would, like, I mean, that's a next level for them. That's it's a small-ish step, arguably, but not at the same time, right? Like,
listen to podcasts.
A lot of people be listening. Come on, Disney Plus, y'all know you need to endorse us.
Disney's Blerd Spell Guide.
Oh.
Are we trying to sell ourselves to Disney?
You know, we had that debate. We had that debate briefly at one point in time, and I feel like we've inched closer and closer to that decision.
Disney.
I am.
Disney. Come on. Disney.
But anyway, the Proud Family, man, louder and prouder, bro. This new show, there's been what, 6 episodes?
Yes,
6 episodes.
Yeah, and I mean, they definitely have touched on the topic of everything.
I mean, the idea of family, right?
Like I mean, they got into topics of just coming like more updated topics that are happening in the world when it comes to like Makeup Boy and
I think that like, so when you think about the traditional black family, I mean, you can't help but think about a lot of the homophobia that has been rampant in the black community a lot of the time. Yeah. And Proud Family is doing something here, in my opinion, that is addressing that homophobia in a way that is tying it back to like the classic Proud Family values, but while also just bringing it to the new
era, the new age.
Yeah.
I mean, like and you definitely see it through Oscar, which I mean, we'll get on Oscar as a whole in a minute.
Please.
But with Oscar, as he's learning about these new types of families, and especially the most recent episode. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Spoilers ahead for this entire episode in regards to those who haven't seen Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Definitely check it out on Disney Plus. But I mean, everyone and their mama should have seen Proud Family. At this point, everyone
loves the OG Proud Family because it was funny. It addressed some like pretty sensitive topics, but not like super sensitive, right? It was kind of they danced around teen issues, right?
But because like Megan said, it was Disney, so I mean they can only do so much,
right?
Back then, especially when it was on Disney Channel and things like that. But
the inconspicuous gay character. Yeah. And a lot of Disney TV.
Oh, Michael is out loud and proud now,
bro.
Michael was a
not even just, but like
afraid to talk to his dad, who was also the coach. Now he is fashion forward icon, living. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Leading like for real, remind me of Billy Porter. You know, just like owning this shit. Who is man?
Who plays one of the dads?
Bruh, that's the most recent episode, right?
The Lizzo episode is the Snackland.
Yeah, Snackland is but the previous one was the dads and Oscar getting the loan.
When I saw it, I was like, that is so impactful, and like it definitely leaves a mark within like the history of Disney, in my opinion.
No, it really does. I mean, I'm happy for Disney finally taking that step forward in terms of accepting that there are
gay people in the world.
People in the world. I mean, especially with the whole "Don't Say Gay" Act in Florida happening right now.
Wow.
And yeah, Disney, like, even with that, and we'll talk about this later. With the new Buzz Lightyear movie, there's apparently a same-sex kiss that was taken out, and they put it back in the movie because of the whole "Don't Say Gay" Act from Florida.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, see, like that, tying it back to Social Work Month, bro. Like that's exactly some of the stuff that social workers do, bro. Like, we're out here in these streets telling people that it's okay to be yourself. You know, it's okay to be how you came out into this world, and no one can tell you otherwise, bro. Like, that is that shit. Like, that is like that really good trouble. Like, to quote John Lewis.
Hell yeah.
My man. My man.
No, but but going back to the Proud Family, I mean, with the whole acceptance of everything, that was probably the most poignant episode was Oscar.
Well, Oscar don't even accept himself, bro. Like, he don't accept himself. Yeah. He don't accept his daughter. He don't accept his life.
Yeah, but I mean, he's happy. Well, not happy. By the end of that most recent episode with the Leibowitz Jenkins household, the whole family.
Yeah.
We see from that whole episode when he first sees them, he's happy. Oh my God, we got a brother in charge, so he's able to get his loan and everything.
Right.
And then he sees brother in charge is married to a white man. It's like, oh, okay. And like, we literally see his eyeballs
crack.
Crack.
Yeah.
Like the the things that he just cannot
The
accept.
man broke. It broke his brain, and that's how you show that.
Yeah, and they he literally just could not accept that. He had to leave. He had to leave the bank. He had loan kind of got denied. It kind of got denied.
Yeah.
Until the whole thing ended.
Well, I mean, the man clearly saw that he had become uncomfortable, right? Like, and he was like, okay, well, this is above me, right? Like, you got it, you good.
Right.
Another day, try and come back later. But you see, after he realizes that Penny was raised a certain way, and Oscar wasn't acting that way.
No, that Oscar and Trudy raised Penny to be accepting of everybody, no matter their race, color,
sexual orientation,
anything like that. And he had to realize that. He was just like, he got teary-eyed, and I got teary-eyed. Everybody got teary-eyed at the end.
It was a moment. It was a moment.
Accepting each other, and they all doing the cha-cha slide and all that at the end. That was cute.
I mean, like, it was a powerful. It was a powerful moment in the show. Like, I thought that like I said, it made you teary-eyed. Yeah. Like, I was like, that's the good shit right there.
Yeah,
sure.
They did it.
The most recent episode really got me. Like, Lizzo out here being
right.
Like,
Fairy God Lizzo.
Fairy God
Lizzo.
Like, love yourself just how you are. Like, out here, big girl in a cartoon.
I'm surprised that they actually played Good as Hell.
Yeah.
In the Disney Channel show, and they bleeped out all the curse words.
Yeah, it was
feel good. Had Penny screaming on the right one, feeling good as No, but I mean, that whole episode was just being empowered. Like, she was like, you need to just be empowered. Like, don't let people make you feel bad. As long as you're happy, you feel good.
Why was Penny upset in that one? Well, because she had lost her voice.
She started sounding like Tone Loc.
She said, and you said they got Tone Loc. Actually,
got Tone Loc to play the
I'm cuter than you. I'm cuter than who? Cuter than you. That's right. And it was an LPDZ episode, and Homegirl got replaced by
LPDZM.
Mm-hmm.
Maya Leibowitz Jenkins.
Yep, she ends up replacing Penny, man.
That's interesting. I don't know if
I'm liking the fact that they're keeping LPDZ as a thing.
It's linear.
It's a lot more linear.
It's so much more.
Oh no, they made the whole Louder and Prouder. They made that whole show is
connected,
linear and it's connected to the original, because you go back to the original.
When they showed La Cienaga's feet,
when they did that,
bro.
When they did when it was the basketball episode, and Wizard and Oscar were talking to each other. And they replayed the whole flashback scene. That was the first time we actually saw a flashback of the original show. Because Oscar was like, "Yeah, when we went all the way back to when I was in high school, and you stole my girl because you stole Ginger Snap." And they actually showed the OG footage from the original Fry Family, where he shot the ball in slow motion, had his tongue out, and it was the ball hit the court, hit his rim, but then it went all the way to the.
Oh, dang, that's rough. Yeah. Oscar is, aside from being an asshole, he is the most unlucky person.
He is, because honestly, if he had made that shot, he would have had Wizard Kelly's life.
Quite,
how
close can you get? How close of a moment could that be to you having another life? That's insane. But, that's enough to drive a man insane. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and on the point of Oscar, if you were to put Oscar in a real life situation, he acts just the same way that he is, but in real life,
he doesn't have. I don't know how his family stays with him.
Trudy would have divorced him way back when.
Bro, I was talking to Miriam. I was like, Trudy is the one that's holding it down, and she and in Louder and Prouder, she knows it.
She knows it. She makes it known.
And it's just
I need her to have more screen time.
I agree. I would love to see a Trudy Penny centric episode coming up soon.
I hope it is soon. We still got a whole bunch of celebrities to get through as well. Lizzo was the first big name.
Who else are they going to get on the show?
They want to get a bunch of singles and other stuff. There's a bunch of.
Can we get a Solange? Can we get a Solange
We're gonna get to that topic in a minute, talking about the theme song. But yeah, get Destiny Child to come back,
please.
We'll start a petition.
What better time to talk about it than now?
Thing is, I want to still talk about all the things that I like about this show. Before we get into like, I mean, it is like the one sour note, you know, like that's no pun intended. Nope. Oscar, but yeah. Well, Oscar is just like he's. Like you said, like in real life, he would be unpalatable. Like you do not want to be around this kind of person.
I mean,
right?
I understand the hustle, I understand the grind, but Oscar as a person would just not.
But understanding the hustle and the grind is one thing, but like when you sacrifice, this man has a negative 300 credit score.
He it's bad when you owe the credit bureau. That is the credit bureau.
Like how you owe
money to that?
No,
and you owe money to it.
No, you don't. You don't owe the credit bureau. But he somehow has made it possible because he has poorly invested all of his money in this like venture that he is for hella high water trying to make successful.
He's just trying to be successful in whatever way will get him there quickest.
Well, now it seems that he's like adapting to change, right? Like he's got the Snackland idea. But Jesus, bro, he did it on a toxic waste dump.
He did that, and I mean, all the rides were crappily made, especially the Sugar Mama Death Ride.
But that
became the thing.
That became the ride.
I survived Snackland.
That reminded me of that documentary that we had watched about. It was on HBO Max, and it was about this water park in, I think, West Virginia.
I know exactly what water park you're talking about. The one with the loop in it, and people kept hurting themselves.
Literally, they made a whole like slide loop. Yeah,
I mean, that's what
people kept breaking their necks and stuff.
And it was like the movie that Johnny Knoxville did. That was a parody of that park.
Oh God,
Action Harbor, something like that.
Yeah, Action Park. Class Action Park was the name of the documentary.
Yeah, but like the
Action
parody
Park.
that Johnny Knoxville did was like Action Harbor, Action Park, one of them.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I mean, it was still like it was Johnny Knoxville doing his jackass stunts, but as a park,
in a water park.
Yeah, as an amusement park owner.
Oh man, I want to see that. That sounds funny.
It was like it's set in the 70s or something like that. But still.
I'm really excited for the new Jackass movie to come out.
I thought it already came out.
Did it come out?
Did it?
I thought it did.
Let's find out.
Please find out.
I don't know, the Proud Family.
But yeah, no. Where were we with the Proud Family?
I mean, we're talking about Snackland and how it was just toxic.
Oh God,
how it was just toxic. Period.
Yes, Oscar. There it is.
Oscar, toxic. Period. All right, move on. But what? Any more positives on the show before we get to?
I'd say, I love the animation style.
I love that they updated because it's still the same but different.
Right.
But they haven't updated to where it's like it is smoother, and
I don't know how they managed to like maintain the same energy of the original animation.
I'm so glad they did.
But with it different, right? Like that's impressive.
Because Oscar was the most animated person on
literally,
the original.
Yeah.
And I mean, they brought that same energy over to the Louder and Prouder with the reboot, and I mean, it still works.
I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with like the voice actors, still being basically the same. Which again, another thing that we love, right?
Yeah,
like
I mean, you brought back the whole cast plus
everybody. Everybody.
I mean, there's a few exceptions. Like I said, Phil Lamar doesn't voice Michael anymore. You have Magic Johnson's son. Mm-hmm. Yeah, plays Michael now. BB and CC, who was originally played by Tara Strong, who's like Timmy Turner, Bubbles, all them. She didn't come back. If you recognize in the most recent episode, BB and CC were actually talking.
Yeah, they said like
words.
baby babble, like it was like half words and junk.
Yeah, but it was because I mean, like they had a full on conversation with Oscar, which was funny. But they were voiced by actual like children / babies, and I mean, Puff is I don't know who does Puff's voice anymore because that was also Tara Strong who did it originally.
Really? Mm-hmm. I wonder if it'll be if it's that guy that does all the animals' voices.
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah,
possibly. I think they kept it like the voice cast like black this time, like everybody. So I'm not sure, but
hell yeah,
yeah. But like I said, press that button. Hell yeah, but no, but I mean, like I said, the cast is amazing. The theme song when it gets to the breakdown is amazing.
When it gets to the breakdown, like when
Carlos Alzaraki.
Oh, he's the voice on in The Simpsons. He's Mr. Crocker.
Oh
yeah, Carlos I'm not gonna
Alzaraki.
Yeah, it's like
Alzaraki.
Yeah, Alzaraki is I think is how it's pronounced. But yeah.
I need to see it. I'm just kind of going off of what I hear. What does he do now?
But he's Ren and Ren is not Ren and Stimpy. No, he's Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. He's Mr. Crocker. He's he's a bunch of our like classic voices.
He's a lot of things.
He's Mr. Weed in the first few seasons of Family Guy, the owner of the toy factory.
Oh.
He's in Camp Laszlo, Rocko's Modern Life.
He's Laszlo in Camp Laszlo.
Oh, well, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's it. Okay. I did love Camp Laszlo. Good show.
You know, he's got some voices.
But yeah, so the theme song. Okay.
Yeah, Alice Rocky, that's his name. Yeah.
I couldn't read it. I need glasses, I think.
Yeah. But the theme song. Like I said, they break down the theme song to Real Family. Yeah, when he was that and like the bass and everything, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
but everything before that is.
I think it's because it's on the downbeat. Like the lyrics are on the downbeat.
You and me will always be tight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like that. It doesn't hit the same.
No.
It doesn't get me as excited for the TV show.
Because I know.
Yeah.
That classic R&B. Bring back Solange and Beyonce and the rest of Destiny's Child to do this theme song again because they know they could have. They know they got the money.
Did the theme song? Do we know?
I forgot her name because I looked it up. She's a young girl now. I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm all for giving people like their flowers and their chances, but like. And I know that she's trying to pay homage while also moving it forward.
Right, because the song. I
get that.
They could have done this same instrumental, but with Solange and Destiny's Child. That's all I'm saying.
I would like to
fix it for you.
You do it. I bet you're right. I know you're right. So yeah, that's really it.
I miss my boo. You and me will always be tight every day, every single day and night. Yeah, that whole man. I ain't trying to get copyright infringement, but yeah,
we can't sing too much of it.
Nah, but that OG thing song was something special. But I mean, that's really all I have on like the negatives of Proud Family, Louder and Prouder.
I miss Sticky.
We all miss Sticky.
And I mean, that's it, really. Like, I miss Sticky
Orlando Brown, I'm proud of him for getting his life back together. But I mean, once you do something drug related with Disney, you done with Disney. Period.
That's true. That's true.
Another voice actor?
Nope.
Not when you have everybody else. Like, it just wouldn't fit, right? Like, I can't think.
Like I said, we understand with Michael because he was a smaller character in the original show, and they made him a more popular character, and they made him, like I said, louder and prouder.
Which is one of the best things that they could have done. Though,
exactly.
Honestly, like bringing him in is.
That is he's the replacement for Sticky within the group.
That's real,
and so that it helps that like they were able to like make him.
And Dejanay's not always trying to like assault. Yeah, no,
Dejanay's on what's his name?
Yeah,
the brother.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
He's funny.
He is funny. I like.
He's funny.
Yeah, he got that.
And he like brings like a reason. He's what?
He's played by A Boogie with the Hoodie.
Oh, I like his music too.
That's all I know about him. His name is.
But no, his when he pulls them aside after they make that dumb ass comment like about their fathers, you know, like just trying to be like a super thing about it.
Yeah.
And she's just like, we're adopted, and you're talking about our parents and like whatnot. I'm like,
what
y'all
not to do? Like, don't do that.
Don't do that. Like, I appreciate him for like bringing that like level mindset. And like,
but also,
being able to
show that like there's different levels of like being, even though you're trying to help, your help is still hurting.
Right.
Like I'm happy that the Prophet actually showed that. It's just like you can help all you want, but your help is actually still hurting as a whole because it's not working.
I mean, that's when it goes back to a social work thing, which is like doing to, and or a lot of times people do to and not with, and so like they didn't even like talk to them at all about it.
They're
right?
just trying
like,
to be the savior at that point.
And that's the thing that's one of Penny's problems. Penny and that whole group's problems.
Savior complex.
They just kind of like insert themselves into people's things.
I see a problem. I know how to fix it. I'm gonna do it.
Right.
And
Dejanay petty as hell. Just like
Dejanay starts the problem.
Bruh.
She loves the drama.
Like, she had to insert herself, and I'm like, you did not have to do that. Penny was like, don't say anything on TikTok, or their version of Twitter or whatever.
What's that? Hologram.
Holograms.
Yeah. hologram.
Yeah,
Holla.
which I find hilarious.
I didn't get it until the third episode. I was like, holla.
Like holla.
Yeah, HOLLA.
Gram.
Not one L, not the.
So it's like it's really like a combination of Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. It's like holla or Twitter. Like yeah.
Yeah, but I mean it's the Wizard Kelly. Holla y'all. Wizard y'all.
God love Wizard Kelly. I mean that man is I think he's a fine example of a businessman.
He's the Magic Johnson of the universe.
Yeah. Literally.
I own everything.
Literally.
I'm Wizard Kelly. Meeting up with Magic.
That man got a bank. That man got like.
He got a credit union, a bank, a movie theater, basketball endorsement, a whole team. His son is playing for some professional team now because of nepotism.
Bro, no, like Wizard Kelly. You know, he probably gets a bad rap and like as like being that kind of like too much of a businessman kind of guy, but like no, he's straight with me. He's straight with me.
He do what he need to do.
Right, he take care of business.
Yeah, but good chat.
Great chat.
This is bittersweet. I don't want it to come to an end because we always got to come to the end. But we can go on and on.
We can go on and on.
What we're going to do now is take a quick break. You're going to hear a word from our sponsor, Anchor, and then we'll be right back with the Weekly Blerd. Be right back, guys.
It's time for the Weekly Blerd.
Yes. Welcome back. Hey, I was just thinking, do you remember when we used to have to make the sound?
Oh my God.
I know that like we've been not doing it for about like a solid like 6 months.
You would do it like at random times when I was like, hey, stop it. We got the sound for that. Which we still do. Even though we did.
But I just thought about it. I was like, I think that we kind of forgot that was a thing for a little while.
Let's do all around with this 3, 2, 1. It's time for the Weekly Blerd.
I see. You just gave me goosebumps. You brought it back, and I just kind of like it made me miss it just a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
Make our own sounds.
You know what time it is.
Or
emotional damage.
Or it hurts so good though.
It hurt my ears when I listened to it last week. I was like, oh, that's a noise.
He's a strong man.
He is a strong man. But welcome back to the Weekly Blerd, where we talk
know
about
what time it
weekly
is.
Discuss. It's the last one of the season finale Weekly Blurb. It's the last.
Y'all better pay attention. We got some important things to say.
Yeah, because they're important, and you may miss something. Pop quiz. Jay's first.
Well, so it's the season finale, and part of the reason why it's the season finale is we're going on vacation next week.
It's time for another vacation.
And because like around this time of the year, we tend to like get out and do things. If you recall, around this time last year, we were in
Austin, Texas.
Yes, sir. We kept it weird in Austin, and so where is the Blerd Survival Guide making their way to this year? None other than our
New Orleans.
Yeah, NOLA, baby.
We passed through it last time. This time we're going straight to
we've been trying to go to NOLA for 3 years.
3.
And this is an exciting opportunity for us because we're going to our first festival as like a squad. Like I've been going to music festivals for a while, but I ain't never been to like a music festival with like the OG boy crew. Like this is me, Jeremy, and John.
John is coming back
John's
from California. He's
gonna meet us there. And then like I get my booze things on the way with her, and her best friends are coming too from like high school. So for real, it's like a reunion. It's like just a whole moment in time for us. I think it's like a perfect way to accent everything that's going on in the world and like our lives and like. Man, I'm so stoked. We're going to Buku Music and Arts Festival, which in 2020 was canceled. We bought the tickets in 2019. Mm-hmm. and they were canceled. It was canceled.
We bought them in 2019 because it was supposed to be Labor Day of 2019, but COVID hit, and so it got moved to 2020, and then COVID was still a main factor, and so it got pushed again to 2021.
That's right.
Which also got canceled again because COVID just kept being stupid, and now it's 2022, and COVID has stopped being less stupid. Please stay healthy so we can
stay safe,
so we can have fun.
If you remember, like the first time it canceled, like the week before, bro, and like all the other festivals that started getting canceled, and we were like, maybe they won't do
Buku's still good. Buku's still good. Buku's still good. No, it's not.
No, it wasn't. And all at one time, it was gone. And they were. It was a good thing that it happened. I'm not saying it wasn't a good thing, but it was very upsetting. And you know, we stuck with it because the thing is, we could have gotten a refund.
Yeah.
But we were like, no, we want to go when it comes time to go. And
we're gonna do this.
I paid my money.
Right, paid for it. And so we're finally getting to go next week. We're going to be there from the 24th to the 28th. So y'all ain't getting no damn episode. Sorry. Not sorry. We need a break.
We do need a break. We've been, I mean, even when we're not doing the podcast, we're
life
working.
has been a thing.
Life has been a thing, but we're working on the podcast behind the scenes. So definitely let us have this.
Please don't hold it against us. But I am stoked because, like, of the lineup, you know, I think that it's going to be an amazing time. We got Tame Impala, you got Tyler the Creator, Alice in Wonderland, my girl Closey. I mean, just like Porter Robinson, Rez, Trippie Redd. For my old, you know, for your favorite like emo kids, we got Taking Back Sunday. Like, I'm just thinking that it's gonna be a real good time.
Did you say Tyler the Creator?
Tyler the Creator was the first person I said.
Well, second after Tame Impala.
But you know, they're
Glass Animals,
man. Can't. I missed their tour in Birmingham. Yes.
Flo Milli.
Yes.
Oh, Vince Staples. Now I just realized.
Vince Staples. And the thing is, a lot of them have like an after party situation in the city too. So I want to check out a couple of those while we're there as well.
My plan is to go wild and out while I'm in New Orleans.
I mean, from the moment we get there, we getting lit. Like we getting
That's all
lit.
we can say on the podcast, so we can keep podcast.
Precisely. But yeah, so got that to look forward to, and that's my time.
Oh, we appreciate that very much, Jay. And yeah, like he said, we are going to be taking a quick vacation. You're not going to hear from us for at least 2 weeks, possibly more. We haven't figured that out yet. Semantics, specifics. But yeah, we will be back. And on my end of the week with Blerd, I just want to say thank you. Thank you guys. Really. It's heartfelt thanks to those who've listened, those who've gotten us to our point now where we are with Blerd Survival Guide as a podcast, as a company. Thank you to everyone in this room, to Miriam, our producer, for keeping us on the straight and narrow throughout this whole time. Thank you to my co-host Jay for being here with me and keeping it surviving real and all that jazz. Thanks to Ryan, even though he's not physically in the room, he's here with us spiritually and doing his thing.
He's still gonna be editing this.
That too, but no. Thank you to Ryan, our newest addition to the Blerd Survival Guide team, which is something we could not have done without the help of you guys, the listeners, the viewers. We want to provide you guys with the best possible sound that we possibly can. So that's why we asked our best friend Ryan to come through and be a part of the team. And we are so thankful that he's joined us. Even though he's not with us right now, he's still on punishment until season 3. But he will be back, and we're probably going to see more of him. Thank you to all of our dedicated people. Thank you to all of our guests.
Thank you to all of our guests.
Yeah, thank you to Jade, to Morgan of the Leaf, to
Skip
for having us on the show.
Blerd over.
Sharon Cox. Thank you. Seth was a guest one time.
Concept
Moon Studios, Keith from Concept Moon, all of you guys. We just want to thank you guys so much for. I can't say thank you enough. I think I've said it like 40 to 50 times already in the span of 5 minutes. But other than that, I just want you guys to let you know. Like I said, we were going to go on a hiatus for about 2 or 3 weeks. It won't be long. You won't hear from us, but we will.
We got some new things to plan.
Yes, we'll be planning it. Prayerfully, by the time we come back, we will. And I'm putting this to the air. I'm manifesting it.
We will be an LLC by the time we come back.
Woo!
Yes,
Come on.
it will be official, an LLC. So we will be a fully fledged media company. Blerd Survival Guide, LLC coming soon. We'll be doing more video content. We'll be doing more podcast content. Hopefully, we'll have a few more podcasts coming out soon with Miriam and Jade,
And me and Ryan.
Ryan and Jay. Jeremy by himself. I don't know.
Jeremy's working on his video content.
Yeah, I'm working on video content. It's going to be a whole bunch of visuals and whatnot, but we'll see what happens with the help of all the people in this room. I'll be working on stuff with outside of the realm of Blerd 12 Got to, but that's besides the point.
Jeremy,
looking forward.
Where can the people find us?
For the last time for 3 weeks, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Blerd Survival Guide, on Twitter and TikTok at Blerd Guide, on YouTube at Blerd Survival Guide. You can shop with us on Redbubble, search Blerd Survival Guide in the comments. You can follow our personals at JareBear3295
And at JDub0283.
And for the last time signing off, keep
surviving,
surviving, everybody.
everybody.
Listen to the theme song. It's gonna be new.
Spotlight, survival is YouTubers. Come and take a seat with the combo we provide. Every Tuesday, it's the Blerd Survival Guide. 2 guys, 2 mics, our producers. Step into the spotlight, survival is YouTubers. Come and take a seat with the combo we provide. Every Tuesday.